subscribe. Darling Radio. Like and subscribe.
What's up, GS?
Listen to this first time in one of your spaces.
Oh, cool. Now, where you from, brother?
From Atlanta.
Shout out to Atlanta. You're one of those anime guys. You're in the anime.
I like anime, yeah. Manga's cool.
There you go. Now, where's your family from?
Family's from West Africa.
Which country?
Senegal and Togo.
Oh, cool. How long y'all been over here?
Since 2000.
Okay. All right. So how do you feel about the conversations that we've been having tonight, sir?
I mean, I was surprised to see this shit on X. Honestly, you normally hear this shit on TikTok because people don't think as much over there. But I think it's a lot of, I don't know, like it's just sad to hear some of this shit spewing out of people's mouth.
Like what?
I mean, like the last latest, she was just spewing a lot of hatred of how like Africa isn't good for anything, and like there's nothing going on there. And you even said like there's no like great inventions from Africa, and you're giving credit to like Ghana's independence to like a Black American and Black American institutions.
Yeah.
Kind of disingenuous.
How so?
Because you're displacing credit when you're only finding a way to like credit like FBA like foundations and like or their part in like these movements. I don't think you can credit the independence for a whole country from an activist that was well known and apparently revered by Martin Luther King Jr. and say that, yo, this is all a Black American like creation. You guys can thank us for it.
Yeah, that's where they get the game from. That we're going to be honest about the influences.
It can't be.
Hold on, but when you look at a lot of the movements over there, they were influenced by us, sir. We had a hand in it. The truth is the truth. That's the truth. Kwame Nkrumah came here and studied at an HBCU. He was around Foundational Black Americans when the South African apartheid movement was happening. That was us in the forefront of it, sir.
You're taking credit for that as well?
Yeah, I am. I'm taking credit.
So where does Nelson Mandela fall into play with that?
That was us pushing that line. That was us making noise about it globally. Yes, I'm taking Foundational Black Americans. We're taking credit for pushing that line. That man was in jail for 26 damn years over there, and they didn't even go over there and get him out. I've been over there to Bird Island. I've been over there inside the cell. They could have took their asses over there. They're the majority. They could have got that man out of that damn jail. They could have walked over there and just got him out. We did it for Assata Shakur. We got her out, and we're a minority over here. What was their Yeah, I got issues with that. They could have got him out, but we were over here stomping the line, stomping the yard, stepping to the United Nations, stepping to the U.S. Embassy, and stepping to the South African Embassy, letting the people know we're not going to have performances over here if you're going to have this apartheid system. We're going to put y'all on the global hot seat if you're going to have this system. We were towing that line. And yes, we are going to take credit for putting the battery in people's backs, sir, because we've done a lot. We're not going to have these movements going where we're out here putting ourselves on the line and then y'all benefit from it and turn around and be like, well, why do you guys want credit? All right? Well, hell, where's the damn thank you? You understand?
What about the movement in Haiti then?
What about it?
That was one of the first independent Black countries.
Shout out to them.
Do you think you can get credit from that as well?
No. We don't take
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
You know what?
That's very respectable.
It not only is it respectable, I did a movie about it. I did the preeminent movie about the Haitian Revolution, a movie called 1804, showing reverence and praise and respect. See how that wasn't for us, but we liked how they put in some work and fought systematic racism and white supremacy. So we don't have a problem popping our collar and not taking credit. We're not even taking credit for that. We say to them, hey man, y'all did a phenomenal job. I put a movie together and put over $1 million in my own money to put this movie out. That's being shown in schools over there in Haiti and in Florida. So we don't have problems giving praise and props because we're pretty secure with who we are. We don't want
I think
people. Go ahead, sir.
I think Africa is a huge continent, right?
Uh huh.
And there's so many beautiful things that you can't take credit for, and it's kind of like wrong because I guess I'll point back to the last lady that I was up as well. She was talking down upon African nations as if like they're like total like shit. Like people don't have clean drinking water, people don't have food and housing. That may be true, but the same could be said about America.
No, it
And
can't.
it's yes, it
No,
can. Are you serious?
no, brother.
Which one of my statements cannot be said about America?
There's nothing with a capital N. Nothing.
Which one of my statements, though?
Oh, I'm telling you, there's nothing. We as foundational Black Americans, we don't live nowhere near what's going on over there. We don't live in shanty towns. We don't do that, sir. There's nothing even remotely close or comparable, sir, at all. We don't live places where there's no running water. We don't. We don't live places where there's no toilets. We don't. We just don't live like that, sir. And that's not a dig on them. We understand the circumstances, but then y'all try to play this. Well, there's Crips and Bloods in L.A. and gangs in Chicago. Ain't the same. All right, that's a
When we're
reach.
talk when we're talking about like access to this stuff, just because the infrastructure surrounding these people is great in America, doesn't mean that problem doesn't exist.
What does that mean?
There's a lot of homeless people in America that don't have food, don't have a place to stay, don't have a running toilet, don't have access to clean water, and you can't just sit here and say that's not true.
Yeah, there's a lot of homeless people. Yeah, they got access to a toilet. They just go to a public restroom. They got access to water. They just go somewhere and drink from a water fountain at a park, sir. So they have access to it. So yeah, there's temporary homelessness. That's different from just generational shanty towns. That ain't the same thing, sir. Homelessness is generally temporary, unless the person has some kind of mental illness. Hell, I
I
was
mean,
homeless,
I'm
but yeah,
sorry for cutting you off.
yeah. A lot of people were homeless at one point. That don't mean anything. That's temporary. That's not comparable to generations of just straight up and down shantytown style poverty. That's a whole different thing. And then we're not trying to say that to denigrate or minimize the people. But when you come from that, you can't have a non humble disposition towards people that help you and then say, well, yeah, y'all didn't really help us like you think you did. That's janky, because we did help a lot of the movements over there globally. We've been the ones stomping the yard for Black people globally. We've been doing that, sir. Go ahead.
You say shanty towns and everything, just because you put it under a different name doesn't mean the same thing can't be found here. There's a lot of generational families stuck in poverty and Section 8 housing in America all throughout.
That ain't no damn shanty town.
Just because you call it something different doesn't mean it's not the same ghetto.
No, it ain't the same, sir. We don't live like that. Foundational Black Americans, we have never lived like that. We've never lived in shanty towns.
So
We've never lived like that, sir. We've never lived like that. There's no
so
comparison.
what's the difference between a shanty town and a really rundown Section 8 apartment?
Most Section 8 apartments are not run down, sir. They're not. Even housing projects ain't really run down. They're not. Ain't nobody defecating in buckets and peeing in rivers and bathing in streams. Nobody's living like that. It's just not the truth. There's no comparison, sir. There's zero comparison.
I mean, look, the
There's
stream shit,
sir,
look,
sir,
I would be willing to like I would be more open to like bathe in a river and shit like that if I was surrounded by it. But when you're saying that this level of poverty is different
it is.
versus this, it is. But what you're saying is that you guys, it's almost coming off as like you're saying you're not like talking in a condescending tone about it, but it really does come off that way because when you guys
No,
talk
because what
about
you
like the
understand.
innovations and like how you have done so much work around the world, it's almost like that savior complex, like, a casual, like extreme white liberal would say and like feel guilty for other people being racist or some shit. You guys have like a savior complex that makes you think that like, yeah, I did so well and I'm doing so good that you guys should just kiss my ass for it, you know?
That's jealousy. That's jealousy, man. And that's the same tribalistic jealousy that has those countries over there in Shantytown, sir. That's the same tribalistic jealousy. Instead of saying, hey, let's go over here and build, it's like, you ain't better than me just because I had to flee. That's your own insecurities talking, sir. Because you're
It's
talking,
not.
yeah, sir, you're over here. You ain't over there. And that's proof enough of what I'm saying is true. You're over here in what we built. You're in Atlanta, all right, in a Black American city, foundational Black American city family. And the reason why you're able to come to Atlanta is because of the 14th Amendment, that
It's not
foundational.
true.
What's not true?
It's not true. It's not the reason why I was able to come over here or
Oh,
allowed to.
oh, really? The 14th Amendment wasn't, that ain't true?
It's not.
Sorry,
Why
being
would why is that true?
it's true because, sir, it was the 14th Amendment that allowed people like you citizenship here, sir.
So allowed citizenship, not allowed to come here.
Yeah, sir, you would have to get citizenship to come
So
here.
there's a lot of other paths towards citizenship versus just like getting it granted. You know what I mean? Like you're
Sir,
saying like it's a legal entry. There's other ways to do so.
no, not if you don't have no damn citizenship, not if you're not allowed. And
The
for years,
14th Amendment didn't allow refugees to come over.
no, no,
Exactly.
it allowed people to have birthright citizenship to come over here. And it allowed equal protection. It allowed other non-white people to come over here. Which
That doesn't allow people to come over here. That just says they have the right.
that's the same thing.
What
That
you're saying that just because the 14th Amendment was enacted, that all of this immigration was allowed to happen.
yes,
It's
yes.
not true.
You saying it's not true doesn't negate what I'm saying, sir. You can't come over here and be a citizen without a law granting citizenship. And they didn't have citizenship laws for non-white people until foundational Black Americans made that happen on a grassroots level, sir. Equal protection and birthright citizenship under the law. That was us doing that.
So I have a question. What
Yeah,
do you
you sitting up here, nah, that's not going to negate the truth, sir. Also, the civil rights laws, we help you get that. And let's go back to Atlanta. Speaking of Atlanta, they tried to turn Atlanta to a sundown town. They tried to run all the black people out of Atlanta. We had to stand up and fight white supremacists. Around 1910, I think there was a big race riot up there. They tried to run all the black people out. The black people had their guns and shot at the cops and shot at the white supremacists and stood on business and made sure that black people didn't get run out of Atlanta. Sir, you are there because of us. In the 1960s, we were the ones fighting for the civil rights movement and to remove the racial quotas with the immigration. So you were allowed to come over here in so many different ways because of foundational Black Americans, sir. So you can be here in denial all day, but you better thank a union member. And that union member is a foundational Black American, sir. Right?
I feel you, but hey, we all can't agree on things. But there was involvement from Africans in the civil right not and, yeah, in the civil rights movement and the Black Panther Party and everything like that. So just like using your logic, you guys can thank Africans for helping you guys get your independence
How
and
so?
your rights.
Please tell me how so. Because
Because we were a part of the movement. There's a lot of Africans in the Black Panther Party. There's a lot of people fighting with African lineage
so how'd you
for
help
civil
us?
rights.
How'd you help us? And you over there coming here. How did you help us? And you couldn't even get here until we got you here. So how'd you help us? That makes no
So
sense.
how are people in the Black Panther Party have African lineage?
Who has the African lineage from the Black Panther Party? Who are you talking about? Most of them were foundational Black Americans. There were no um, African immigrant Black Panthers who were leaders of the Black Panthers. Who are you talking about? Huey P. Newton is foundational Black American. Bobby Seale was foundational Black American. Who are you talking about?
There were people that were a part of it, though, right? Just because they weren't in the lead doesn't mean they weren't a part of it. I'm saying this because using your logic for you accrediting all of that work and anything that happened in Africa or like other black nations around the
Okay,
world.
okay, but
You can say this. You can use the same
who are
argument with this right here.
who then? Okay, who are the African Black Panthers then?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
You just made it up
No,
because
I mean, are you telling me there were no Africans in the Black Panther Party?
I don't know any. I haven't heard of any, and because there weren't too many Africans over here like that. And
So you
also,
can't deny it though. So
I
you
know, no,
can't just call me
but
cap. You know what I mean?
you can't make up something and be like, okay, it probably was, and you can't name them. You're just making up stuff, sir. What you're doing is
Would you
called.
give me a second to look it up?
So basically, you want to lie and make up something, and then try to verify it if to see if you made it up.
No, I'm not lying. I know for sure that there were Africans in the Black Panther Party.
Where here in America, you can't name them, sir, because Africans weren't over here in large numbers at all. And also, the ones here, they weren't going to get in no radical movements. So, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. You're saying stuff. Now, we were over there helping people in Africa. We were over there doing some things. See, this is the problem. See, this is the problem, young man. A lot of y'all have that lying mentality where y'all come over and just be saying stuff, and that's the same thing that got y'all tripped up back home, and then y'all want to bring that same capping lying disposition over here, and then we call it out, and then y'all say, oh, you guys are being xenophobic towards me. See, you don't want to do the lying tether thing. You don't want to be a stereotype. You understand?
Nobody said anything about that. But
But you're
okay,
lying. You're just saying stuff. You're just kind of saying stuff, and you
no. Okay, so I have one last question. Thank you for having this conversation with me. By the way,
right. Go ahead. And
maybe
one more question for you, by the way. Your family's from Senegal, right?
Senegal and Togo. Yes.
How do you feel about Akon, your fellow Senegalese brother, and his Akon city that they've been talking about forever? How you feel about that?
I mean, I haven't looked at any information on it in a minute, but I know he's been talking about it for over a decade.
Right. Okay. But go ahead. What's your last question, brother?
Did you have a point with that or what?
No, I just wanted to know if what y'all think about some of your I would say icon. Is that one of your Senegalese icons? If I could
I mean,
use that.
he's an international star.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah. He came over and kind of did what Foundation of Black Americans was doing. He didn't, but yeah, but you don't like me to say that these people were influenced by us, which is the
You can
truth.
do that all you want. It doesn't make it true though. But
Okay,
I do have one last question though, if you
hold on,
don't mind.
hold on. No, you saying it's not true? Let's go back to Akon. What's not true? What did he do that was Senegalese style that got him his international notoriety? What's the Senegalese songs he made?
I was mainly talking to the point that you're saying that you guys can get credit for all the great change in the world in black nations. Just because you say it doesn't mean it's true.
But the results are saying it, sir. I'm talking about results. You're just saying I'm a tether and I say so. That's your whole argument. I'm
Just because you went over there and helped build a well doesn't mean you change the whole infrastructure of Africa. You know
nobody
what
said
I mean? Like just because you helped
straw man.
do something doesn't mean you can take majority of the credit.
Nobody said that. That's straw man. You just made up a
You
straw man
you
argument.
did you did take majority of the credit though.
No, that's a straw man argument. I didn't say nothing about building a well. See, yeah, you're being
That
deceptive.
was an example. It wasn't being deceptive. You just got to turn on your thinking cap.
No, you can't be deceptive. See, the same lying.
Exactly. I can't be deceptive. I wasn't being
The
deceptive.
word deceptive. So you're being a stereotype. Now, what was the last question you had, sir? Go ahead. You had another question. What's the
Do
question?
you also think Black Americans are indigenous to America?
Many of us, we have indigenous lineage. There were black people already here. This has been just completely verified all across the board. There were already black people here. Do you believe that or do you think it's false?
I mean, Black people were the first humans on the world in the world on
Right.
Earth.
Of
So
course.
yes, I would expect them to be everywhere.
Absolutely. So yes, it's not a reach of logic to believe that they were here. We were
I
absolutely.
do. Sorry for cutting you off, but I do think the part that is true that a lot of people do disagree on is that the migration out of Africa actually happened, and that's where it all originated.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that everybody came out of Africa.
Really, you're not going to take credit for that one?
No, I don't have to take credit for that. That's
Crazy. That's a great thing about Africa, isn't it? It's
like
the
what?
seat of life, the motherland, as they all say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what's popping now, the fatherland is here. Y'all over here with Black Daddy. We're Black Daddy. And y'all coming over here with us. So now that's what it is. And we're taking care of everybody. So
We're trying to help you out because we got to take the credit for it. You know, you guys are having problems out here. You guys are stuck in between. Actually,
we're
I
stuck
won't
in
even go there,
what
huh?
what problem do we having and what we're stuck in between. Now I gotta hear this. Go ahead and say that. What are we stuck
You
in between?
might agree. A lot of Black American, not even Black American, you can just say that about all Black people in America. They are somehow getting swindled by a liar named Kamala Harris.
Okay, yeah, well, the political conversations is whatever. That's something different. Yeah, you got bigger fish to fry. You got homeland with shanty towns and people defecating in the street. So you need to be focused on that instead of our political discourse. That's whatever. We'll be fine. You need to worry about. You should do something about your homeland and the ancestry. Have a little respect for your Senegalese ancestry, and you do something about your homeland. Y'all come over here and start pointing fingers when some of your family is back home eating bushmeat stew. So y'all need to really, really have some respect for your lineage, or is it just the hell with them? Is that what it is? Because I know some of y'all come over here and it's like y'all just don't want anything to do with nothing to do with the ancestry back home. So
So look, that's another thing that is kind of like whack because I feel like it's just you know how the CIA or the government put drugs in the hood in the past.
okay,
They're just trying to really separate us on just cutting off that like black unity shit. You know what I mean?
what
And
black what black
they
you
make they make FBAs think that Africans hate them, and they make Africans
slow
think
down,
that
slow down. What black unity? Black unity where? Who? Where?
if you look down at your arm, your skin color.
What? No, no, no. You're getting into some semantic nonsense. What black unity are you talking about? The only unity of blackness is here. What unity of blackness is back in your homeland?
Like I said, if you look down at your arm,
Okay, you're getting see, you're tethering now, sir.
I'm
You
not tethering.
you just said something about some unity and CIA and all of this stopping some black unity. What is what CIA, what are they stopping exactly? Explain, please.
They're making us think that we should be against each other, and it's obviously working because you got a
What's
space full of 1,500 people listening to this
so
rhetoric.
the CIA is stopping all of that progress in your shanty towns? What?
No, I'm talking about all around. The more
What
you have this
around?
conversation, the less we are all united. Don't you think?
Not united. You're not united in your homeland. You're united to the border to get the hell out of there. Is the CIA busting that up? What are you talking about? You brought up some CIA stopping some unity, but you're not telling
I
me
mean,
what
I wasn't even talking about that specifically, but if we're
well,
talking about no,
unity. What
no,
unity?
let me explain what I'm saying.
Okay,
If you're talking about the CIA breaking up unity,
slow down. I don't want you to get into semantics. You said the CIA is stopping some black unity. They don't want us to get together. Get together where? Where are they getting together in your homeland? Go ahead.
everywhere. They don't want us to get together anywhere. That's why they're murdering
With
black
all the
leaders in Africa.
with all the tribes, the CIA started all those centuries old tribal wars that's still going on.
Who do you
CIA,
think are assassinating these world
the
leaders in
CIA,
Africa?
the CIA is only a few decades old. Those tribal wars have been going on for centuries. What are you talking about, sir?
Who do you think is dismantling all the power structure in Africa? But my point is, there's no way you can say that the CIA isn't planting these little drugs in the hood to make you think that you hate Africans and
What
Africans hate you.
what drugs in the hood? What drugs that make us hate Africans? What drug hate what drugs are you talking about? Now this is
I'm using a familiar example because like we both agree, the government did put drugs in the hood to dismantle the power structure in the black communities,
you-
right?
you're just saying random words. You're not really saying anything that
Is
makes sense.
that not true?
No, you're saying random shit that don't make no sense. You're not saying anything. No, what you're saying.
Okay,
You
let me rephrase this.
okay? No, you're talking about drugs that make you hate Africa. You're trying to figure out some horse crap to say. You're just saying stuff, sir. You don't want to be a stereotype, sir. You want to talk about unity. There's what 20 different tribes in your homeland, in Senegal alone. There's 20 different what 20 different ethnic groups. That's what I can count. Which ethnic group are y'all from over there, by the way? What's your family's ethnic group, by the way, brother?
I'm not sure. What's yours?
Foundation of Black American. That's my ethnic group, and I've been standing here on business for centuries. What's yours? Go ahead, brother. What's your ethnic group in Senegal?
I just told you. I don't know the exact name.
Damn, brother. Oh goodness, brother. You don't know you don't talk to your mom and dad. They didn't tell you. It's like the hell with the
I
ethnic.
mean, claiming full Black American as an ethnic group is that's kind of as lost. You know what I mean?
How so?
Because you don't know where the lineage started.
It started here.
You don't know that.
I'm 100% sure it started here.
How do
I'm
you know that?
Because my family has been here for centuries. We have documents. I can trace my lineage back on paper
How far?
to the 1700s, sir. On paper,
That's it.
which means that's it. What's your birth certificate?
That's it.
Yeah, I can probably go back deeper than that, but what's your lineage,
Why
sir?
haven't you?
I don't need to. I already know that
Why not?
because I'm already a foundational Black American in my
Oh,
home.
so you've already found the answers you want to see, so you've
I,
already accepted it. What
I'm,
if you went further and it was actually based in the motherland?
yeah, everybody came from the motherland at one point, sir. Everybody. It's inconsequential.
But what I'm saying is that what if in the 1600s that lineage came from Africa? Do you have a problem with that?
What if a flying saucer came down and gave you some deodorant because you were extra musty? There's a lot of whataboutisms. That's inconsequential, sir.
Well, mine is actually plausible. Yours is
Well,
not at all.
you
So,
don't even you don't
could you
even
answer the question?
no, it's not plausible. You don't even know what your tribal group is, sir. You don't even know what ethnic group you came from, sir.
Bro, you just told me you can trace it back to
I,
1700 only.
you
I
don't
just
even
gave you a
know what
scenario
you
saying
don't
that
know
if
what
1600
you
came
don't,
up,
sir. I know what my ethnic group is. Foundational Black American. That is my ethnic group. We've been here since the beginning of this country. I come from an old ethnic group. Foundational Black American, sir. My family
so
built
what happened actually?
my family built the nation, sir. Why don't you know your lineage, sir? You don't know.
No, but what happened?
No, no. What happened to you, sir? You fled. We know
I
what
didn't
happened.
flee anywhere.
Yes, you did. You fled, sir. You don't
No, I
even.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You ran in Senegal,
I wasn't there.
right?
What
That's
I said though, like what happened though?
yeah. You fled.
No, I'm saying, but what happened with your
You fled.
lineage here?
Nothing. I'm still here. You
You
fled.
guys, this is your country, right? And you built it
You
up.
fled.
Why did it get taken
You,
away?
we're in global white supremacy. We're still here. We're still
Ah,
on
so
the
the
planet.
global white supremacists
Right.
beat you.
Like they did you in Senegal. That's why you
No,
fled.
no.
Right.
My ancestors were not slaves. If we want
Uh,
to talk
they
about
were.
shit like that,
Yes,
I'm
they
just
were. Yes,
saying,
they
like
were.
they
Yes,
didn't
they
beat
were. Yes, they were.
they didn't
Colonization
beat
is
mine.
slavery. Colonization is slavery. It's worse.
White
Colonization is
supremacists did not.
no, colonization is slavery, sir. It's worse. They colonize your mind.
They whipped you on the back. They didn't
And
whip my ancestors on the back. Think
yes,
about that one.
oh yes, they did. Oh yes, they did. They whooped your asses up there in Senegal. Oh yes, they did, and slaughtered you. And when you fought in the army for the French, they massacred some of those people who helped them fight. And they're still whooping ass over there now, sir. You're still getting enslaved and whooped on now. Now the Chinese over there whooping on you, sir. You don't want to go there talking about no whoopings. You still getting whooped on now. Chinese over there with sticks and switches whooping on you. We ain't getting whooped on, sir.
Yeah, we don't want to talk
We
about the. We don't
sir,
want to talk about
sir,
that.
sir, you ain't over there for a reason, sir. There's a reason you ain't over there, my
I
brother.
can tell we don't want to talk about this conversation. You can still feel
Oh,
that shit, huh?
oh no, no, you ain't talking about it because you over here and you fled.
I'm
Ain't
talking
nobody.
about it. Let's talk about the ancestors in the
Okay,
story. You had this
you're the one
country and you let it get taken over
and
and
your
you
home,
got enslaved.
sir. Your homeland got taken over. You got colonized, sir.
Bro, you're
You got
saying this is your homeland though.
yeah, it
And
is.
you're saying
It's my homeland, sir. And we fight back. That's why you were able to come here,
so
sir.
why is it still a losing fight though?
Who's losing? We're fine. You're the one.
Really?
You fled, sir.
People are still asking for reparations.
Right, because we're supposed to get it. And by the way, and
Ah, I
you know
thought
what?
you were good though. That
And by the
fight
way,
is still
by,
fighting.
and by the way, listen. You know what? You're not even from Africa. I just realized that you're not from Africa. You're
Why do
not.
you say that? I was
You,
born in Africa.
no, you weren't.
I was.
No, you weren't.
I was born in Benin.
I don't believe that, sir.
Oh
I don't.
well, just
I,
because you don't believe it doesn't make it untrue.
I don't even believe you were born in Africa, sir.
Really? Well, I don't know what else to tell you because I just told you the truth. I
I
also
don't.
told you the truth about a lot of things, but
Yeah,
you chose to like kind of like
not because you've been on. Because when a lying tether just gets to lying, because you said a lot of stuff and you lied and denied. Hey, I don't know. That's not true, dude. No, no. I don't believe you're from Africa. No, I don't believe you're from Africa, sir.
I don't
Mm.
know how the CIA psyops you so hard.
Now you lying about some stuff about the CIA. See, now when you do that, now everything you say is a lie, and you don't know what you're
I
trying.
can't. You,
Yeah, now you're lying about the CIA. So you've established yourself as a liar. Now I don't believe you from Africa. Now I don't believe that now. Uh, are you really like a white boy pretending to be an African, sir?
sir, I'm blacker than black.
I don't
I
know.
got pure melanin. I'm from straight from the motherland.
Really?
No mess ups in the lineage.
No. Yeah, you sound like a little broke white boy.
I'm
Yeah.
actually black. I be saying nigga all the time.
No, I think you're a little broke white boy in a trailer park. Because yeah, right now you kind of broke character and start going into some 4chan stuff. You kind of
Some
broke
4chan stuff. What was
yeah,
4chan?
yeah, you kind of broke character a little bit, and then
Yo,
you
I'm black, bro. I'm not here to talk
uh,
about the color of my skin. I'm talking
nah,
about
you are
other
you
things
broke.
that
No,
are more important. Because
no.
this is what the CIA wants you to do. You're
Yeah,
not black.
yeah, yeah. You're a white boy. You're a broke little trailer park white boy. I can hear your little alarm in the back, your little smoke alarm. You can't even get up there in that trailer park to change that
The
battery.
smoke alarm should probably add to
Oh,
my testimony to being black. Not gonna lie. Like, let's just be real.
no. That's you. Trailer park white supremacists don't be changing them alarms because that meth smoke be up there setting them alarms off, so it drains them batteries. So yeah, that's broke white boy talk right there, sir. You're a little broke white boy, ain't you?
I don't know about that, man. And I can tell what you're doing. It's actually
No,
pretty sad because you're
no,
really
no,
grown and you resorted to this, which is
no.
hilarious.
Yeah, because yeah, you don't know. No, you don't know what tribal group you're from. No.
And you don't know that the CIA planted drugs in the hood.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come on, we're both lost on things apparently.
yeah. You a white boy pretending to be black, pretending to be an African, and you didn't really think it all the way out. Yeah, you would not know what your tribal group is. You would not know that. In fact, most Africans are very proud of their tribal groups. I don't know, dude. You didn't really think out the whole character here. So you came up with this Senegalese character and you didn't really think it out. You didn't think we were going to ask questions about certain things.
I mean, I can't. I've already told you the truth. I'm
Yeah,
not here to like
but
keep
na-
campaigning to make you
okay,
believe it because
okay. If
you
you were born
obviously
in
don't believe a
right,
lot of
right, right,
things.
you're lying. Name one tribal group over there. Name one.
Bro, I don't. Or okay, I can do this actually.
No,
Igbo,
no. Don't no.
Igbo.
That's not in Senegal. Get off my phone.
Ah, nah, I didn't know
Get
you
off my
meant. I
phone.
don't
That's
know about in Senegal.
white ass off my phone. All right. That's a little musty mayonnaise white boy. This fool said Ebo. Get your ass off my phone. Get off my phone. That's a damn white boy faking the funk. Lord. Yeah, I'm talking to him. Then he started breaking character. Then I started smelling mayonnaise. Wait a minute. Hey, you ain't no damn African. I started smelling some mayonnaise on his little ass when he started talking. He broke character a little bit. I caught it. Some of y'all probably caught it too. I caught it. Wait a minute. You ain't no damn African dude. Most Africans, they're very proud of their tribe. That's one thing. They're very proud of those tribes. Like, what tribe are you from? I don't know, dude. I'm a Zulu warrior, dude. He don't just saying any damn thing. Fuck out of here. He's a hunky Zulu. Hell out of here. Making those. Oh, shut the hell up. The hell out of here. Come on, Hunky Zulu. We didn't fall for that. Hunky Zulu, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. He's probably Googling some tribes now. It's too late, Hunky Zulu. Wait, let me get him on one last time. Hunky Zulu, get on one last time. Hunky Zulu, you need to be ashamed of yourself, all that damn lying. We caught you. Okay, Hunky
No
Zulu.
better.
Hunky Zulu, you thought you were gonna get away with this character. You broke character and you messed it up. You should have thought of a
I don't
tribe.
think you're black.
No, Hunky Zulu, you should have thought of
You're
some tribes.
definitely a white boy in the trailer park. I
No,
can hear it.
Hunky Zulu. Now let's be real. What part of Europe is your broke ass family from, Hunky Zulu? Let's be real.
I'm not no from no fucking Europe.
Yes, they are. Where your family from, Hunky Zulu? For real. Let's be real. Be honest. What part of are they from Ireland somewhere?
Senegal, Togo.
Hunky Zulu, get off my phone. You gonna lie? Get off here. Bye, Hunky Zulu. Senegal and Togo. Shut up. Get your ass out of here. Okay. Lord. Hunky Zulu is doing the most. All right, let's get this person here. She's in South Africa. Sister from South Africa, Peaceful. What's up, beloved? Come on, dear. Hop on in. What's up, Peaceful? Miss Peaceful, you ready? Unmute your microphone, ma'am.
Hey Tariq, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah, this
Aiden.
app's been a little glitchy, so she might did the same thing happen to me. I couldn't jump on when you asked earlier.
Okay, what's going on with you, Aiden?
I wanted to correct a gentleman earlier from Ghana, and actually Hunky Zulu as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead.
yeah, the guy from the Ghana guy was saying that the UN and his UN Secretary General kept the peace for 8 years and stood up to the US. All this kind of garbage. And I just wanted to let him know that the UN is subservient to the United States. We have them on a leash,
Yeah.
and they're really just they're just a decorative organization. All they do is they go out there and they condemn and praise stuff. But beyond that, maybe they do humanitarian work. So UN doesn't stop any wars. They don't do anything without the permission of the United States. I
Mm,
just wanted him to know that if he's
yeah.
still on. I don't want to burst his bubble, but he needs to understand that's
But the truth is the truth.
exactly. Now, going back to the Hunky Zulu guy,
Yeah.
first off, he said that Kamala swindled all of Black America, which is a ridiculous comment. For one, yeah, Kamala attempted to patronize Black Americans into voting for her, but that blew up in her face, and everyone's calling her out on it. So no, she didn't swindle anybody.
Now, Aiden, hold on. Apia from Ghana, he's back. Let me have him on to answer you real quickly.
Sure,
Apia,
sure.
go ahead, Apia.
All right, first of all, I don't know if you know how the United Nations system really works. What I'm talking about, a man who was independent in his thinking and his ability to stand up against the structure. That's what I meant by saying that. Okay, so get it straight. The fact that the institution exists doesn't mean that all of them are puddles. He was not one of them. Indeed, he stood against the United States. And even when the United States didn't want him to become the Secretary General, by virtue of his own resume, qualified him because he was bilingual and could speak multiple languages. So don't confuse the two. All right? Don't
Go
confuse the
ahead.
two.
Go ahead, Aiden.
Oh, I'm very proud of him. I'm sure you guys are as well. So, looks like the U.S. accepted his resume. You're welcome. But I want to get back to this kid now, the Kamala comment. But the second thing he mentioned about the CIA, he needs to be very specific. The CIA has been supplanting governments since the 1950s for political reasons, right? To make sure that we have friendly governments or friendly rulers in certain strategic locations, whether it's for geographic purposes or for resource purposes. So I don't know what this kid is trying to say when he brings up the CIA is killing people in Africa for I don't understand what reason.
He was just reaching for some kind of talking point. Yeah, he's just saying a bunch of stuff like the CIA gave drugs to make people hate Africa. He was further breaking character because he kind of ran out of BS and he was still trying to be in character. So yeah, he just Hunky Zulu was just, and then he got into some low key trolling stuff. So that's why we figured out, okay, this is not no real African dude. Miss Peaceful, hop in.
Good morning. Hi, Tariq. Thank you for allowing me to speak on a space.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Uh, I'm good, thank you. So I'm from South Africa. I just wanted, to make first comment with that other lady that came up to talk about, Chinese coming here to make babies in Africa. She might be right in other countries, but definitely not South Africa, right? That is one thing. I'm not pregnant by a Chinese man. No ways. That's not going to happen. And then the second thing I wanted to address, I think the one person who actually I resorted with is definitely Gavin. I think Gavin spit some facts, in regards to just us black people, not actually wanting to see when we are winning or not. Because you're also sitting with a problem here whereby we're busy voting for black people, but we can see that, what, our state, we're not going anywhere in terms of where we should be as a black person, here in South Africa. So we
Yes.
got this.
Thank you so much, below. You're kind of low. It was kind of difficult to hear you, dear. Chairman, I think that's your name.
Yes, yes,
What's going on, Chairman?
my guy. What you were saying about the apartheid part, I kind of wanted to add on to that. Um, I feel like you didn't mention the 400,000 Cubans that went over to Africa and were fighting in that anti-colonial wars in South Africa, Guinea-Bissau, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, Castro did send people over there. He sent Cubans. Yeah. Hmm.
hmm But I mean, not to take. I do agree with your point. The Black Americans have, obviously, for a long time played a part in Black liberation all over the world. I don't
Right.
think but I think it was people. It was a kind of a straw man. I don't think you were saying you should only get credit,
No, of course
and
not. No.
and then we all seen the Hidden Colors and the 1804. So I know you are aware of other things that have happened. So.
Yeah. We're not trying to get 100% of the credit of anything, but no, but we were always very supportive, and we were having a hand in helping fight with independent movements all over the country, well, all over the world. I'm sorry. So, yeah, we were very, very much present in a lot of these movements globally as foundational Black Americans. So that was the point. But again, Hunky Zulu, he was low key trolling. So, average Black. Average Black. What's up, brother?
Oh, sorry about that.
There you go.
I like Cracker Zulu. Cracker Zulu sounds a little bit better than Hunky Zulu. Has a better ring to it. Uh, but yeah, he had me pretty. He had me laughing at first, but it was something in his voice that just wasn't sitting right with me. I knew that he wasn't us.
Yeah,
It was too. It was like, yeah, so bro, like I don't like personally. It's not really. It was too much.
right.
Taking the bass out of his voice,
Yeah,
he
he
just
had
couldn't.
zero bass. Yeah. You can hear melanin in somebody's voice. You can kind of hear it.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't have any. So yeah,
He had that Brian Gumble joint. I'm Brian Gumble, but it was even more white than that.
yeah,
It was like way too pronounced, bro.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah,
I land my plane.
my man. Thank you. Yeah. I'm like, even if you were whitewashed, you wouldn't be that damn whitewashed. There would be some remnants of some melanin somewhere in your ass, and you don't have it. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, let's get Inspire Vibes. Who is this person? Inspire Vibes. Hop on, Inspire Vibes. What kind of vibes are you inspiring? All right, Inspire Vibes. Where you at? Oh, they bounce. Okay. I guess they weren't. They must not have meant to hit that button. And Hunky Zulu, what do you want, man? Okay. Now this dude's just trying to. He's hanging around for attention. Hunky Zulu, I don't know what you want, man. We've already exposed you. I don't know what you want. Hold on, Hunky Zulu. What is it, man? We trying to move on. You just trying to get attention? What do you want, man? Ain't there some meth to smoke somewhere? What's going on? Is
Me white.
Okay, so what do you want, man? We've already exposed you. So you're what do you want?
You got people calling me white on my timeline, bro. It's
Because
fucked up.
you are Hunky Zulu. You're white man. It's okay. Be white.
Can we
Aren't you,
stop with the names?
aren't you supposed to be white and proud? Go ahead and eat you some mayonnaise. Make you some quiche or granola bars. Something. Go do something white, man. Make an avocado wrap or something. Go. Bye. Damn. All right, let me see. Got some other people in here. Let me see. We got a lot of folks in here. I don't want to hear all that mayo babble. Out of here.
Root work, feel that natural flow. Root work, stay fresh wherever you go.